أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين. اللهم وفقنا وسائر المشتغلين للعلم والعمل الصالح بحق محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم والعن عدوهم. The Prophet, this is a good hadith. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam said, whoever condoles with a grief-stricken person receives the same reward as him. Again, whoever condoles with a grief-stricken person receives the same reward as him. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله من عزى مصابا كان له مثل أجره. من عزى مصابا كان له مثل أجره. هذا المصاب سبحان الله إذا لما انصابته المصيبة ايش قال؟ شنو أجره؟ أجر الجنة. أجر الجنة سبحان الله. بس من تصيب المصيبة يقول إنا الله وإنا إليه راجعون. Now with doctrine number 24, infallibility of the Imam. Why should the Imam become infallible? Why Imam should be perfect? Why Imam should have the same morals as the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? What are the reasons behind this? We are as Shia people, definitely the idea is so simple. But, yeah, the idea is so simple. You know why? Because when you go out from your house, are you going to leave your house like this without somebody is leading the rest member of the family? Or you are going to ask one of the rest of the family to take care about the rest of the members? This is the mind. This is the logic. And this is what all people do. This is the idea. Put it in your mind. This is the idea. And I'm sure 100% that all people, whether they are Muslims or non-Muslims, whether they are Shia or not Shia, they do the same thing. They do the same thing. Why? Because this thing is what? So this is the idea of letting somebody behind to take care of the affairs, the issues of the family. Not only the family, even in our jobs, in our work, when we leave or when we travel, definitely we will ask somebody to take our position in order to take care of the things. Otherwise, everything will be collapsed, will be damaged. This is the logic. And there isn't any two reasonable persons, they disagree about this idea. Okay. This is a simple thing. About normal thing, trivial things in our life, we never leave them without what? Without a boss, without supervisor, without somebody is taking care about it. So, how about a very dangerous thing, a very great thing, a very risky thing, that is religion? Number one. And how about Allah? Allah, we said He is the all-wise, don't we, or not? He is the all-wise or not? He is the all-wise. So is He going to leave the ummah, to leave the nation, to leave the Muslims without a leader after the death of the Prophet or not? Of course not. Of course not. Of course He is going to leave somebody behind the Prophet, which or whom is going to take the position of the Prophet in order people to keep going, reach to the goal of perfection, the goal of being good worshippers, the goal of being in heaven, not in hellfire. If, for example, if I leave the class now without asking somebody to control the class, what it will be? I think Ameer will come and sit here and start to take the mic, and he start to do something, screaming, and somebody of you will go throw herself from the window, the other one will quarrel with the neighbors. It will be anarchy, it will be a mess. Why? Because there is no leader, no guider. If you face a problem or something or an important issue, you don't know how to behave. I'm not saying that you don't have mind. No. But there must be a leader. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alihi يقول إذا سافرت معنى الحديث مالته إذا سافرت أنتوا اثنين خلي واحد يصير رئيس زعيم قائد ما شئت فعبر. If you travel and you were two in your travel, one of you should be boss of this journey. Must be. Why? Many things. One of these things, the opinion and the decision should be one. This is the idea of imamah. The idea of imamah, it is a logic. It is mentally needed. It is not something that we follow whims and we say this is our imam and that is not our imam. Number one. Number two, this topic, the religion, it is belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It does not belong to mankind. For that, mankind should elect or select or vote on somebody. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the idea of Allah. This is the will of Allah. This is the decision belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When the Prophet is departing this life, this dunya, to the hereafter, there must be somebody who will take his position. This is the normal thing. The abnormal thing, the non-acceptable thing, that the Prophet is leaving this life, is leaving this dunya without what? Without letting somebody behind. We are as a normal people, when we have to travel or when we have to leave our house, we choose somebody to put behind. So how about Prophet? How about Allah? Is Allah and Prophet, they forgot such important issue? Do they do not understand such matter? So, ما لكم كيف تحكمون? Okay. This is mentally the evidences about the existence of Imam. Now, okay, we agree. يا بل وافقنا لازم أكو إمام لا يخاف لازم أكو إمام. يا بل خلي يجينا أي إمام شلون ما تشاف. ويحكم الوادم. Is this acceptable? No. This Imam, this successor, he should have the same characters, the same personalities, just like the Prophet. Why? Simply because he is going to take his position and he will act as him, as the Prophet was. What does that mean? That means this person who is in charge after the Prophet should be infallible just like the Prophet. Anyhow, this person who is he is the successor of the Prophet, he should have the same characters of the Prophet. The Prophet was infallible, so this person should be what? Should be infallible. Simply because he is the guide, he is the leader. مو تذكرون احنا لما we were in a primary school لما كنا بالابتدائية نشوف المعلمة مالتنا أو المعلم إيش قد نحبهم، وخصوصا المعلم المرتب واللي كذا نتمنى نصير مثله وشي يتصرف قال المعلم. أطفالكم تشوفون أطفالكم يجون البيت قالت المعلمة ماما هذا الكلام ما يخالف، لا معلمة قالت هيك 1 زائد 1 يساوي 2 ما تقبل خطأ، لو الذبحية بعد ما تغير معلمة قايد. زين إذا موديل، إذا هاي المعلمة خربطت شوفين الطفل تجي ذاك اليوم ايش بيها؟ مكسورة مقهورة، ماما اليوم شفت المعلمة هيك سويت تصرفية ما راضي عليه، الصورة مالتها اهتزت بداخلها، مو؟ فكيف بالسكسيسر، فكيف بالإمام. He should be perfect just like the Prophet. He should have the great morals just like the Prophet. He should be courageous. He should be generous. He should be most
excellent, most favored.
The knowledgeable person, the source of the knowledge, definitely with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the infallible person. Why? Because simply he is the guider. He is the leader. And the guider and the leader should be perfect, especially with what? With religion. So the same characters of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it should be what? It should be, and they are, for the infallible Imam. And I remember the short story of the Prophet let's say Ameer al-Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib. And this story happens with him, with his neighbor. I think I mentioned this before, but it doesn't matter. Good, let us mention this after salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. These salutations are so low. Please raise your voice when you say salutations. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. 2 without third is not good. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Imam Ali salawatullah wa salamu alayhi, when he was every day going out of the door, there was a Jewish person. He was his neighbor. This Jewish person was hurting Ameer al-Mu'mineen by his bad words, throwing garbage on Ameer al-Mu'mineen, cursing Ameer al-Mu'mineen, while Ameer al-Mu'mineen is listening. But you know Ameer al-Mu'mineen, he is what? He is perfect with his morals. Once a day when he was out, he noticed that his neighbor wasn't there, waiting for him with the same demonstration that he saw every day. Then Ameer al-Mu'mineen came back to the door of his neighbor and knocked the door. The wife of that person, she showed up on the door, at the door, and she said, what do you want? He said, I'm asking about my neighbor. Today I didn't see him. What's going on? She said, he is sick. He said, okay. Tell him I am coming and visit him within a few minutes or for such a time. Then Amir Mu'mineen bring Salman al-Muhammadi and Abadar, and he brings some fruits with him, and he came to visit that his neighbor, the Jewish man. Then this person, this Jewish man, was astonished because nobody visited him when he is sick except Ali ibn Abi Talib. Then Amir Mu'mineen started to smile with him, give him some good words, encourage him. Then Amir al-Mu'mineen prayed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for his health to be good. Immediately Allah responded to the prayers of Amir al-Mu'mineen, and this Jewish, because of this behavior, was thinking, every day I'm cursing, I'm hurting Ali ibn Abi Talib. And now Ali ibn Abi Talib, when he noticed that I am sick, he came and visited me instead of other people. If they notice that their neighbor or their bad neighbor is sick, they will pray for Allah to let him to let him die. While Amir Mu'mineen, no, he does the opposite. He came and visit him, and he prayed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then this Jewish person, he said, "Absat ilayya yadaka ya Ali." Then he said, "Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah wa ashhadu annaka ya Ali waliyullah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad." This is the kind of our Imams. Actually, they are not only for us, but we are so proud that when we say they are our Imams, we are so proud. And it is the loss of the other people whom they do not admit that Amir al-Mu'mineen and the other infallible Imams are Imams. It is their loss. They are losers. They are losers. That's all what we have for infallibility of Imam. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa alihi at-tayyibin at-tahirin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil faraj.